Positively JAX, a local film programming company called Black Films Matter, is working to blossom the film industry here in the River City. Well, the company hosts private screenings for big blockbusters and independent films. And this weekend, another screening will take place. So joining me now to talk more about The Woman King, we do have the work that they're going to talk about, as well as Black Films Matter. We have Trey Ford here as well. We also have Ebony Payne-English and Chrystal Golden. So good morning to you all. Thank you so much for joining. Look amazing in your African attire, I must say. So Trey, I want to talk to you about the origin of Black Films Matter because it has an interesting start.
Definitely. So we actually started with Black Panther 4 years ago, and I was living in Gainesville at the time. My partner and I wanted to put something together where we can come out kind of in the same theme, African couture, and be together and experience the film together, because we're a reiteration or an extension of representation matters.
Absolutely. Representation does matter for sure. So you all are premiering The Woman King this weekend. So could you talk a little bit about that movie and what people can expect when they attend this premiere? Absolutely.
So The Woman King is starring Viola Davis. It is about the tribe in Benin that was fighting against the transatlantic slave trade. And we wanted to go with African couture again as the theme. So anytime we do a movie, we try to come in theme. And so I'll let Chrystal kind of take the theme so that people have some idea on what to come in.
Yeah.
All right, so as you know, or if you don't know, Black Films Matter, they always add a theme to every event, which is something I live for. I'm a theme queen, so people tell me all the time. So didn't expect anything less for this. So again, as you mentioned, African couture. So I decided to just pair one of my garments with a black bodysuit and accessorize accordingly. Check out Ebony and her beautiful traditional garments as well. And for those that don't own anything, you do have your local thrift stores. We do have local African clothing stores here in Jacksonville as well during my research. And of course, you always have Amazon Prime for those last minute like shopping items to get it in time as well. But excited. It's going to be a great time on Saturday. So can't wait to see you there, and definitely can't wait to see what you wear.
Absolutely. That one-day shipping always comes in handy. Yes. So I definitely am excited for what is in store for this weekend. So in addition to that, you all have shown movies, you know, over the course of the start that have been very interesting. So could you just kind of name some of those films?
Definitely. We started with Black Panther. Then we did a blaxploitation series at the Hippodrome Theater in Gainesville, which were those films that came out in the 60s and 70s before we really had a lot of opportunity in film. We typically do a movie plus an after party, but this time we're actually doing a movie plus a panel hosted by Stephanie Jones from Women at Werk. And so this time we're going to do that right at the end of the movie so people can, after the movie, grab some popcorn and come back in and watch that panel. And actually, Ebony Payne is an indie film that we've screened, Kuangoza, which won the Detroit Black Film Festival's Best Artistic Film. So we had to have her on the panel as well.
Absolutely, Ebony, and that is awesome. So could you talk a little bit about why it's so important to have films like this represented? I know you're in your beautiful African attire. I am just loving this. I mean, from head to toe, you are rocking it.
It's important because a lot of times we don't see Black women in empowering situations. A lot of what the media and Hollywood has portrayed of us has been trauma. And I think that it's time for us to come out of the phase that Black women are traumatized, because Black women are also empowered and are standing strong and have been historically warriors. You know, we have Asintewa and so many others who have done magical things, Harriet Tubman, who have done wonderful, triumphant things, but we don't often celebrate that. So this film is very important. Woman King is very important to highlight that women do have triumphant stories. So even myself, like with the things that I do, I try to make sure it's from a place of triumph and testimony and not so much like from a place of pain and despair, because it's important for our children to know that we can have joy, right? And so I'm just really excited and for all that comes in. As far as my clothes, I use local designers, believe it or not. Candace Miller made this from her imagination. This came off of her runway show for Juneteenth. So.
Wow, awesome.
Yeah.
I think it is also important to know that, you know, we can be in films aside from the slave movies, and while that is historically significant, we don't want to forget that. It is important to know that there was history in the African American and Black community before slavery.
Yes,
so that is definitely
exactly.
very important. So where can people check out the screening this weekend?
So we're actually going to be at the new Cinemark on Atlantic Boulevard, Atlantic and Kernan near LA Fitness. And as far as empowering women or women empowering women, we couldn't do this without our sponsors, 2 women-owned businesses, Auntie Peaches and Strategic Tax Accountant. So they will be there and we'll be running different ads, and there'll actually be a swag bag for people. We're trying to get those filled up as well. So if you have a product that you can add to the swag bag to give to a lot of these ladies who are coming, please reach out to us. The Eventbrite is womankingmovie.eventbrite.com, or you can reach out to us on the Black Films Matter Instagram page.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And you all heard it. We'll have all of this information on our website coming up.